G'day, I'm Mark from Self-sufficiency, and I'm down at the chicken pen, just in front of the coop here, and you can hear the quail in the background. Most of the chickens are out free ranging, having a good look around, but there are a couple that are sitting here on a mixture of quail eggs and their own eggs, because I've got a couple of broody hens. I'm working on an experiment which I'll bring to you in another video, because that's not what this video is about. But I just thought I'd give you a little bit of a teaser that I'm working on hatching out some quail eggs with the chickens. I'm not sure if this is going to work. This is the first time I've tried it, but I thought I'd give it a go anyway. And I'll bring you the results of that either way, but we've got a few weeks to wait. But anyway, what I wanted to show you guys was a fix that I did. Now, I was looking through some of my old video footage the other day to see if I was looking for something else actually, and I came across some old footage, of I think it was probably 2 years ago or maybe less, of a fix that I made to stop my hens from throwing all their nesting bedding out onto the ground. And it occurred to me that I never showed you guys that fix. I thought it'd be good to bring it to you. I did look through my YouTube videos, I've had a look everywhere, I just can't seem to find any footage. I thought I would have, put this online and showed you guys this, but obviously I haven't. So anyway, let's have a quick look here. I've got two hens sitting on these eggs. The third one, she's out at the moment. I hope she comes back, but these quail eggs look a bit abandoned. Hopefully she'll come back and sit on that. Otherwise, these two have got quail eggs under them. But I won't disturb them because I don't want to risk it. But anyway, what I wanted to talk about was this here. And I've got some old footage, like I said. And I'll explain it all to you through that old footage. So what's been happening over the past couple of months, and this has never happened before, is my chickens have been raking out all their bedding. So I use a straw for them to lay their eggs in, and this is typically how I set it up of a day. And by a few days or the end of the day, I've just cleaned these out, but really, I guess it looks, if I can just simulate it, it goes from that to a sparse little bit there. Now, the problem is when they lay an egg, it ends up going onto the hard surface, and they break, they roll, they get dirty, and it's just not very good. I don't know why all of a sudden my chickens have started raking out their bedding. It's treated for mites, so they've been treated, so they haven't got mites or lice or anything. I just think that they must have got it into their heads that they just want it on the floor. That's all I can think of, or they just don't quite like the straw or something. Regardless, I've got to find a way to fix this up. And what I've trialled was I put this little bit of rubber matting here. I stuck this around here for the last several days and gave it a little bit of height. This is not an optimal material, but this is all I had in the shed just to give it a check. Sure enough, just the extra bit of height here stopped the girls from raking it out, and this has kept this quite good. But I needed to find something more stable, and I want to find something that I could easily put in and pull out as well, so when I clean these things I haven't got a big high lip to try to sweep out. So what I've decided to use is this garden edging. It's galvanized, so it's going to last. It's just a little lower than the rubber stuff that I was using, because the rubber stuff was a little high, but it's still giving, it's still a good 6 inches high, so, or more. So that's going to be high enough to stop the hens from raking the mulch out. So I'm going to stick that in, and I'm going to either clamp it or use these things. I've just got these out of the shed. This is just all recycled stuff. A couple of bought pieces, brackets that I'm just going to put in, and so that I can slide this material down and then just slide it out when I need to clean the nesting boxes. Well, that's the idea anyway. Let's see how it goes. But I'm going to give it a crack, and that should stop the problem of these hens raking out all that good litter before it's due. So in the end, here's how it looks, with the garden edging around the nesting boxes, just to lift the height of that lip up, so that there's a height now of about 6 or 7 inches, and I'm pretty positive that's going to stop the raking out of the nesting material onto the floor. I've made it so that it can be just pulled out easy, pretty well. Just put some brackets in, and this can just pull out. I did that the whole way along. We've got one hen now inspecting every little compartment. See how she's starting to rake that a little bit. Alright, so that's how I fixed the problem of the hens throwing their bedding out of the nest and onto the floor. Now, just as I was filming this, I found out that this girl here has come back in, and she's sitting on these eggs underneath her. I'm going to collect them. There's about 5, because what's happened is she's come in, and I can see that she got kicked out by this hen that was sitting there. This hen has now kicked her out, and she doesn't want to sit on that nest. What I could do is, I don't know how long she's been off those quail eggs, or how long these quail eggs have been left abandoned, so they could be already kaput. But what I could try to do is replace those quail eggs with those, but I don't think that's going to work. I think I've sort of cut my losses on that, because they're probably bad. So I'll collect her eggs anyway, maybe leave them like this and see if she goes back on there. But anyway, that's for another video down the track, to see if this quail egg hatching experiment actually works. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to share it as well. Go to my website, self-sufficientme.com. Bye for now.